episode 352 of Good Luck High Five.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast that's for you if you play Magic the Gathering, whether you're sitting at home jamming Arena or you're heading out to your local game store for an FNM, etc. I'm one of your hosts, Megan.
And I'm one of your hosts, Maria. I wish that's what it was called.
Etc.
FNM, etc.
I'm here to play, etc.
Ooh, great. Sit down for a game of Commander.
Ooh, yeah.
Or a nice hot draft.
Or a spanking new game of Pioneer.
Oh my gosh, a new format.
That's right, which we are going to talk about on today's show. In addition to what went down at the Mythic Championship this past weekend.
Yeah.
And what it might mean for standard corners going forward.
I know, the corners are still going to be standard, but they're not going to look the same.
No.
Which is a bizarre
Which
sentence.
is a real confusing sentence, but, it's like they got a paint job.
Who would have seen a new format coming at us out of nowhere?
Really not me.
I did not expect it.
That blindsided me.
I was like, oh, B&R announcement. Great. A new format.
Say
what?
But I'm super excited to try it out. We're excited to talk about it today.
But before we do any of that, huge, enormous Halloween thank you to everybody who's a supporter of us on patreon.com/GLHFmagic.
That's right. A ghostly high five to all of you. And speaking of ghostly high fives, on Halloween, we're going to have our patron hangout. Yay! Where we'll also have our challenge for this month. So on Halloween, during the day, we'll be streaming. You can come hang out. We'll play some fun games. And we'll have a chance for people to challenge us to matches on Arena.
Yeah.
And we'll play whatever fun formats. So yeah, you can get in on that if you're already a patron, or if you want to become a patron before the 31st and you hop on there and do it. It counts. You just got to be a patron when it's going down.
Megan, are you going to come in costume?
No. I almost answered yes because I was thinking of the song Timber with Kesha in it.
Yeah.
Because it said it's going down. I'm yelling timber. You know that song?
Yeah, I know that song.
So my brain was somewhere else when you asked the question is my point.
One year, Megan and I dressed up as Helen Bergeau and Mark Rosewater on the stream.
That's right. I looked scarily like Mark Rosewater, if I'm being very honest.
It was one of our better moments many years ago.
If we can find that wig, I'll wear it.
Oh, shoot.
We'll see if we can find it.
Okay. I would love you to be
my Mark Rosewater wig.
Again.
Yeah, I have a plaid shirt.
All right, so maybe on the costumes, but definitely on the stream. Go follow us on twitch.tv/GLHFmagic.
Are you going to come in costume?
If you do, I will.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure on me.
Or I just will.
You should.
Okay, I have to think about what I have.
Okay.
All right, great.
You can't base your life on me and my honestly lackluster Halloween enthusiasm. I know. Look, I know that I'm a bad person because I don't love Halloween more.
Whoa, no, that's just, it's whatever holiday you like best is fine.
What if?
Arbor Day.
Yeah. I was going to say, what if I don't like any of them best, but I pick Arbor Day.
Yeah. It's a great one.
It really is. Trees are nice.
Trees are so nice. When I was a DJ in college, we had to play PSAs, but they were, like the ones that, what am I trying to say? It's like you hear a commercial on the radio, but we just played PSAs. And one of them was, plant a tree for your tomorrow. Plant a tree for all to share. Like that. And it was like 30 seconds and I played it all the time.
That's a great PSA. I made my apartment building buy us a better hose so that I could water the trees that the city planted.
I thought you were going to say buy us better trees.
No, they bought it, because the city came by and planted some new trees.
Oh, that's cute.
And I was like, I need a long enough hose to water them.
I drowned a tree once.
You did.
Yeah. It was on accident.
We should try again.
I agree because I like the idea of a tree being back there.
You have to get one of the special the gator bags.
Yeah, I know.
You put them on the bottom. It's great. It's perfect. It's so easy.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Don't drown a tree.
Yes. But also fill the bag when it's already around the tree because once you fill it, it weighs 500 pounds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I tried to drag one across my lawn once and it did not work out.
I wish we had a video of it.
Oh, I'm glad no video of it exists.
Last week we educated you about bees. This week, trees.
Trees.
Next week, knees.
Yeah, I have a lot to say on those.
Oh, so do I.
All right.
Anyway, patreon.com/GLHFmagic. The home for you if you're weird.
Honestly, true. Another home for you if you're weird is Card Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's also a home for you if you are just looking for some sweet magic gear in your life. Booster packs, singles, etc.
Yeah.
There's that etc. again.
There it is. There it is.
They are your place to go. We really love having them as a sponsor. And we're heading to their charity tournament, the Chalice, this weekend.
Yay!
You can tune in, watch me play some games. We'll talk about decks later.
Yeah.
Watch Maria do some casting. You know, it's great.
Yeah, so if you want to check that out, it's going to be on Card Kingdom's Twitch channel on the 27th, which is Sunday. So if you're hanging around and you're like, what am I doing on Sunday? You're watching the Chalice on Card Kingdom's Twitch channel. It'll be so fun.
I'm gonna lose a lot.
I mean, I've heard that before from Meghan, and then it wasn't true.
We'll see.
So a bunch of community creators coming to do battle for a great cause, supporting Serious Fun Children's Network, raising money for kids, and playing some magical cards.
Yeah.
What better thing could there be, honestly, to do on a Sunday? So check that out. And if you want to buy anything from them, use our affiliate link. That's cardkingdom.com/GLHF. Okay, let's talk about Mythic Championship V.
Yeah, it happened, kids.
It did.
And to everyone's surprise, Gruel Aggro took it down. To no one's surprise, it was Javier Dominguez piloting it.
I mean, like, Javier is just stupid good at Magic.
Yes. But Gruel Aggro, what a deck.
I mean, if you had given me 10 guesses, Gruel would have been number 10 because I don't think there were more than 10 archetypes in the tournament. But yeah. I
mean, it was weird.
It was super weird to see that
it was cool.
do so well.
Yeah.
What's interesting too is we talked a little bit about this on our sister podcast, The Upkeep. Listen to it if you haven't yet. That Gruel Aggro didn't do well the rest of the tournament.
No, it did not.
A bunch of people playing it did not get the matchups they wanted, which was specifically to play against Bant Golos or a Golos deck, and they just lost early and often. And Javier is included in this category, making
he went
day 2
0-2 on day 1.
Yeah,
he started out 0-2
and then ended up 4-3, which was on the bubble, and made it in on tiebreakers.
I don't know. He went 5-2.
4-3.
No.
Okay, we need to look this up. Okay, because I think he went 4-3 day 1 and 4-3 again on day 2, and then slipped in 8th place to the top 8 on day 3.
I don't remember.
Okay,
you keep talking.
I'll keep talking. You look it up because I do need to know this now. But basically the point is that it wasn't just like him sitting down going undefeated, and make it into the top 8. He came into the top 8 in 8th place. He didn't even think he was going to make it on tiebreakers. He had kind of like walked out of the building and was hanging with people outside, and the crew had to go find him and bring him back in for the top 8 announcement. And he was just jumping in. He was super excited, of course, to make the top 8 because it's a very prestigious tournament to do well at one of these things, not to mention a lot of money. The top prize was $100,000, $750,000 for the entire prize pool. So yeah, a good thing to do is to win it.
I don't know how he made it in on tiebreakers when he started 0-2.
Wow, that's
like absurd.
Super lucky. Like,
it's
wow,
super lucky.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who on the end of day 1 were 4-3 and lost out on tiebreakers, and some Magic players were like, we don't like the format of this tournament because it feels so bad to not make day 2 on 4-3 when other people are making it on 4-3 because of tiebreakers.
Yeah.
So there are some tweaks that they could potentially do moving forward, including adding an extra round. But there's so many things you have to consider like that, like hours worked for union workers who are putting on the show and that kind of thing. So yeah. Lots to think about there for tournament formats moving forward. But man, that's getting into the weeds.
Also, I think Willie Adel tweeted about if they just made the day 2 slightly bigger.
Yes, like 38 players, I think, or something like that.
Yes, because then you could cut it 5-2 both days. Yeah, like it would be clean cut.
Yeah, I think that makes sense too.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
But then it's like less equity for the players who auto day 2'd.
Yeah, that's true.
From the MPL.
From the MPL splits.
Yeah. Anyway, what
we're saying is Javier winning the whole thing is pretty unexpected because of the deck choice, not unexpected because of the man, because this guy has been crushing it.
He really has.
Just wild. He was runner-up at a world championship a couple years ago, came back the next year, won the whole thing, had a top 8 at MC2 in London with the Is It Drake's deck this past season, and now he wins this.
Dang.
It is absurd.
Yeah.
And exciting stuff, too, to watch Gruel Aggro do it because it's so explosive.
Yeah.
Lots of little creatures smashing face.
Embercleave, man.
Embercleave.
We got to watch Embercleave go on a lot of different creatures.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Believe in the
that
cleave.
sword is spooky.
I love that sword.
Spooky sword.
I love
Perfect
it.
for the Halloween season.
It really is.
Don't know what to get your friends for Halloween?
Get him an Evercleave.
Because it is traditionally a
gift
gift-giving holiday.
I believe that's
What
true.
is Halloween but the biggest gift-giving holiday?
I mean, honestly.
Because everyone is giving everyone else candy.
Strangers.
Yes. You give the most
presents.
strangers the most gifts on Halloween.
Yeah,
So
true.
consider that.
And I believe I still need some Reese's Pumpkins from somebody else who's in this
Wow. Is it the mouse?
room. No, it is not the mouse.
Oh.
We don't know the status of the mouse, by the way.
Yeah.
There were some traps that were set in here by our landlord, and I told Meghan, even if she feels like she wants to eat some cheese, to try and restrain herself.
Yeah. You know, of the two of us, I think you're the bigger cheese eater.
You know what? That is accurate. I can't dispute it.
You're such a big cheese eater, Marie.
I have 3 different kinds of aged cheddar in my fridge right now.
Dang. I have no cheese in my fridge right now, so
Oh,
I guess
sad.
that's that. I mean, I'm fine.
But for you, what was your highlight of the tournament?
Ooh, you know, there were some very good games of Magic.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I got to watch some very high skill level play.
Yeah.
That was super impressive. We talked like Andrea Mengucci specifically, I thought had some really incredible plays. Like his quarterfinals match ish against Stan Sifka.
Yeah.
Or in the lower bracket of the double elimination. I just watched it, and as it was happening, I was like, Stan Sifka can't win this. Like, he's a good player, but
Yeah.
like Andrea is
Andrea's
just like
got
that
this.
much better than him.
I mean, I just watched, we were saying, I watch Andrea play and I'm just like, oh, this guy's going to make the right decision.
Yeah.
That's how I feel watching him.
Yeah. I also think I loved seeing Jean-Emmanuel Deprop come in second because I think that
Yes.
he also is an incredible player.
Really great to
Yeah.
see him do well. His breakout season was 2017-2018, and he missed qualifying for the World Championship last year by 1 at-large slot.
Yeah.
And he's qualified now because
Yeah.
Javier was already qualified for the World Championship.
That's so exciting for
as
him.
a reigning champion. So
Yeah.
super great for him. Only 16 players will be playing in the World Championship coming up in February. So slots, as they say, are limited.
Yeah. Okay.
My favorite thing about the tournament was Ken Yukihiro's Mardu Knights list.
Yeah, you enjoyed that.
It was great. You basically
He made top 8.
Yeah, he did make.
Yeah.
He made top 8. You have a bunch of little knights. You end up most importantly a dinosaur, raging regisaur, and you give him a
Yes.
sword. Rotting dino, wielding
Holding
a
a
sword,
sword.
and its tiny little arms.
Rawr,
Take a million.
rawr.
I
Yeah.
love that deck.
It was a lot of fun.
Ben Stark and Eric Froelich also had a Mardu Knights list,
Yes,
but it was different.
They did not do as well with it either.
No, it had Weaselback Redcap in it.
Yeah.
Which is a crappy card from Limited. Like, you're like, am I putting this in my draft deck? I don't really
Do you
want
know what?
to.
If you're putting a Weaselback Redcap into your deck, maybe you should stop and think.
I did talk to Ben Stark about that.
Yeah.
And he went on a whole, as he is wont to do, like, list of
yes.
why it's so great.
I'm sure.
And I was
but
like-
you know what? Ken Yukihiro made the topic. Ben Stark did not.
I've been jamming this deck on Arena. It's so fun. Highly recommend if you like smashing
Yeah.
with creatures and that kind of thing. So his is my favorite deck.
Speaking of, we're like now looking at a new-ish standard format
Yeah.
because the Field of the Dead ban just came in.
Yeah.
And that's obviously Golos is gone.
Bye.
But we have yet to bid adieu to all of the banned
Adieu.
or the Simic food decks.
Foods or
Yes.
band or Simic food. What other flavor of food you like? Bant Ramp, I'm going to put in this category as well.
Yeah, it's up there. It's
Wow.
like those early Nissas. Turn 2 Oko. We saw so many turn 2 Okos.
Turn
we
3
saw
Nissa.
so many turn 4 Nissas. It's just backbreaking.
Yeah.
It's just absurd. It's not, and you know what? It's not fun.
No.
It's
I
not
don't-
fun to
I don't
watch.
think so either.
I don't like it.
Especially Nissa. That one
Yeah.
is rough. I like playing black mana, so I usually have a Noxious Grasp in my hand, but that shouldn't stop other people. Like, how are you going to
Yeah.
deal with a Nissa if you're
Yeah.
playing white and green or whatever?
Yeah, what if you wanted to play like there was a Celestia adventure deck?
Yeah.
So I'm playing I just started
Oh,
testing
boy.
for the Chalice this weekend in Standard. I'm playing the Jeskai Fires deck, which is just like
Yes.
it's great. Man, it's so much fun.
It's super cool.
But you know what? Definitely loses to that.
Well, I mean, most things do. That's how people are playing them.
Which is silly.
So at the next Mythic Championship coming up in Richmond at the beginning of November, which is not very far away, we are going to be seeing a lot of geese honking their way onto the battlefield.
So many honks.
Lots of Okos stealing crowns and lots of Nissas shaking worlds is my prediction.
Yes. I'd like so many.
But
what do you think the percentage of the field for Simic food? Or what do you think the percentage of Nissa who
Oko
shakes
decks.
the world decks?
Okay, Nissa decks. Wow. I'm going to go with a hot 45. Dang,
that's high.
I know.
Oh.
To put that number in perspective, at this past tournament, 43% was the number of Golos field decks.
Yeah. And people always talk about like what was the percentage of Cobblade at its height.
More than 90.
Yeah. Which was one of the most degenerate
decks of all time.
Man,
completely broken.
I'll take the over on 45.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, if you put the line at 45, I take the over on it.
I'm interested to find out. We have a little while for people to try and figure out what's good against these decks, but I mean, they're just so strong that it's going to have to be really, really good. Believe in the cleave. Believe in the cleave. That gets through
Which
trample.
Is the name of your butcher shop.
Yeah. That would be great. I'm going down to Believe in the Cleave. You need anything?
Okay.
I need a lamb shank, please. One shank.
One
shank. I don't even know what a shank is. A leg?
I think it's like, I don't know. I was going to try and guess, but like.
Do you think pirates say shiver me timbers because their legs are made of wood?
No, they're talking about their boat.
The ship, because the ship is shaking.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Shiver me timbers.
I was thinking of it like when you're scared, your bones are shaking.
Oh. You think that pirates refer to their own bones as timbers?
Well, their wooden leg, yes, because it is timber.
Wait, if they didn't have a wooden leg, though.
But it just became a saying. You know? So one wooden leg guy was like, shiver me timbers, and then everyone starts saying.
No, because then it would be shiver me timber, because he only has one. Shiver me singular timber.
I need that on a shirt. Somebody print it. Send it to us.
Shiver me singular timber.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So in the rounding out the top 8, there was Gruul Aggro, there was Bant Ramp, which is focused on making that early Nissa. Simic Food, played by a couple of players. Bant Food, played by Andrea Mengucci. Yeah. There was the Mardu Knights list from Ken Yukihiro, and Gruul Aggro from Javier Dominguez, and Mono Red Cavalcade from Li Shitian.
Yep.
So another cool moment we should not fail to mention was Li Shitian protesting, for Hong Kong on the stream, wearing the face mask, doing the singular eye cover, supporting the protesters. And it was really cool to see because in case you're not in the know, there was recently a huge kerfuffle over this from Blizzard and Hearthstone. Yes. And
they fired some casters and a player.
Well, they were like,
can't fire a player, but
they banned the player. They took away his prize money.
They fired the player,
and then some casters were like, "We quit in solidarity," or or they got suspended for 6 months. So, and then they released a horrible letter that was like, "China didn't make us do this." Anyway, a lot of people were like, "What the heck?" and we're super mad about it. And it appears like
Which is just a letter that I'm going to send at any point now when I do things.
China made me do it.
I'm just going to do something. No, I'm going to say, China didn't make me do this.
Oh.
Like I go grocery shopping and like as I'm checking out, I just tell the cashier, China didn't make me do this.
The cashier's like, hey, great.
Cool.
Good job.
Cool.
But it was cool to see Wizards, allowing that to happen. So, and also, it was
I don't know that they have any other choice at this point.
Oh, gosh, no.
Yeah.
There would be such a huge backlash.
Yeah.
But he was super emotional when he got his top 8.
Yeah.
And that was really, really cool to see. Because I think he was like doing it for Hong Kong, Yeah. And he said he was super happy to be able to play as a free man, as he put it. And you can go back and watch that, of course, on Magic's Twitch stream, twitch.tv/magic. A lot of those moments were clipped, so you can check those out.
Also, in 9th place was Kenji Igashira, Nuance the Nummy. Very prolific streamer, obviously. And he is one of the top 4 finishing challengers at that event.
Yep.
So he will be coming back.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting. exciting. He's invited back for MC7 in December.
Anybody who is a challenger means somebody who is not currently in the Magic Pro League.
Yes.
So Kenji will be coming back and the other three after him. And
no, because there was Gabe Nassif and...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Gabe Nassif and Sifka.
Yes, we're challengers.
We're above
so
Kenji.
they'll also be...
Ooh, so one more slot.
Yes, after him. I don't remember who it was.
But Kenji's deck was really cool. It's a 4-color Golos deck, very greedy. And I was really rooting for him, but he lost his win into Jean-Emmanuel Duprat. So go get him next time, Kenji. He's super good at Magic. You know, not only a great streamer, but he's a great player as well. We saw some cool stuff like from Autumn Burchett, the Golos Fires list.
Yeah, those decks were cool to watch.
Which goes over the top of any Golos deck, but can kind of struggle in some like of more of the creature matchups. We saw Golgari Adventure played by people like Canister, which was a deck I was having a lot of fun with, but which I didn't think was particularly good and didn't do very well in the tournament. But maybe it is a better chance now that Golos is dead. Who knows? Remains to be seen. Overall, for me, a super fun tournament. The top 8 had a diverse field of decks, which was great to see. It wasn't just a bunch of Golos slamming into each other like people are imagining because of the 40% number on, or 43% number on day 1. Great people playing, excellent matches of Magic, exciting turns. Overall, I was super excited for it, and I'm excited to see what happens at Mythic Championship 6.
The challengers that are coming back are Gabe Nassif, who got 4th, Stan Sifka, who was in 5th, Kenji, who was in 9th, and is it Théo Moutier.
A French player, Théo Moutier. Excellent.
Yeah, so congratulations to all of them. That's pretty sick.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Come on back, challengers. Maybe you'll be in the Rivals League. Do you think
Andrea Mengucci has made like $130,000 playing Magic this year just from winnings? At least. That's like baseline.
He won $250 at the Invitational.
So my bad. He's made almost $300,000 playing Magic.
Wow. Okay. Not a bad payday, Andrea.
No.
Not bad at all. Time for some Mengucci cuisine at a 5-star restaurant. Isn't it weird that the company that makes tires also rates restaurants?
They're not the same company.
There are, though. If you could have seen Megan's eyes narrow, it was at least by 2 inches when I said that. I think they are the same, but I don't know why I think that. I feel
because
like
they're the same name.
I think I heard it somewhere that it is the same company.
Hey Siri, are Michelin stars related to Michelin tires?
Okay, I found this on the web for our Michelin stars related to Michelin tires.
What did she find?
Check it out.
Okay, Michelin guide. Here we go.
Oh.
Come on. We're going to the Wikipedia page for the Michelin guide.
Okay.
Michelin guides are a series of guidebooks published by the French tire company Michelin.
That's 2 bags of Reese's Pumpkin.
What? No.
Pray I don't alter it any further.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, I guess it makes sense because you're driving to the restaurants.
What?
And you better drive on some Michelin tires. I get it.
Okay.
I see what their thinking was.
Oh, in 1900, there were fewer than 3,000 cars on the roads of France. To increase the demand for cars and accordingly car tires, car tire manufacturers and brothers Edouard and André Michelin published a guide for French motorists, the Michelin Guide.
Wow.
Wow.
Viral marketing in the 1900s.
That's wild.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, okay.
There you go. Now you know.
Yes. Now we
you
know. All right.
But what we're saying is Magic. Standard's going to be different. There's no more Golos.
No.
And so...
I'm excited to see what happens after they ban Nissa Who Shakes the World.
Well, that is the assumption that people think is going to happen. On November 18th is the next scheduled BNR announcement.
That is what I think.
I think you're right, because they're not going to ban Oko. It's their flagship card of Throne of Eldraine.
People keep saying that. I think that if Oko was really the problem, they would.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that the honest truth is that Nissa is a worse problem.
Yeah.
Like a turn 3 Nissa is just barf.
It is gross.
Yeah. Like you get rid of Oko and it's like, okay, they'll play something else on 2. Like they didn't even care. They'll play Nissa on 3 still.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They're doing the important thing for them.
True. I wish you could errata cards, but we have paper cards, so
Yes.
we really can't do that
No.
unless you get out the Sharpie.
No.
And nobody wants to do that to their beautiful Okos.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I don't think they'll, I think they didn't want to do it now, but I don't think that they're too scared to do it if it really is the issue later.
Yeah. I think, part of me is like, okay, I do think that they're going to ban one of them. I do think that they should have this past week. I don't know why they didn't.
I don't think there's enough time for them to make that decision.
Like they didn't realize it was going to be so busted.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think that if this ban had been a few days from now, they might have had enough time to look into Nissa a little bit harder and been like, oh yeah, that really is going to be an issue with Outfield.
I think I'm just mostly like frustrated with all of the people online who are going with like they're never going to ban Oko. Like it's the flagship card. Part of me just wants to be like, take off your tinfoil hat for a minute and like understand that you're talking about a company who at the end of the day wants players to be playing a good game.
Yeah.
And like that's what's important to them, and that's what sells cards more than like having a flagship card or anything like that.
Yeah, it does mega suck.
So yes,
but
I think that when you're like talking about it, just like try and have some amount of reason.
That is a great thing to keep in mind for all of life.
Yes, for all of life when you were talking about anything at all.
Well, you know what gets clicks is negative stuff and hot takes, right?
Yes, and I'm so tired of it.
Yeah, me too.
I got back on Twitter briefly because I did not check Twitter for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I like muted like a bunch of words and a lot of people. And I was like, okay, things are going better now. And then I realized that I was getting frustrated and I was like, why? I'm not like reading about anything specifically frustrating to me as much. And it's like, oh, it's just that everyone's take is negative.
Yeah.
On Twitter, every post that I read was someone complaining.
Yeah.
Or someone making really like crappy assumptions, honestly.
Yeah. I think the rush to the negative hot take is something that a few prominent voices in the community have and know that it reaps benefits, and there probably comes from a place that's good, but I think that we need to reel it in a little bit, because that, what's the word I'm looking for when you're being like particularly bombastic about that kind of stuff, reactionary. I think that like most things, when you've got a couple of extremes, the reality is usually somewhere in the middle.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, that doesn't seem to get the eyeballs or the recognition online that a lot of the other ends of the spectrum get.
Or someone was like, hey, people are going through and like unfollowing people who still follow Owen. And it's like, do you know what? Our account still was, because neither of us remembered that he existed. Guess what? We spend so little brain power space on that person who we have a lot of distaste for. That like you're gonna, if you want to go unfollow us because you look at us and you're like, they must support him. When the reality is that we just were like, who cares? Anyways. Yeah, that was just some it's always frustrating to interact with people on the internet.
Anyways, the internet. What else was I going to say about this tournament? Anything else? I don't know. I'm excited to see draft at MC6.
Yeah, same.
Oh my gosh. And it won't be the bot drafts on Arena that are constantly drafting Mill.
Oh gosh. I played against Mill for the first time today in a draft. Yeah. I haven't played a ton of drafts.
Lucky duck.
I know. And it was just...
It's not good out there.
No, it was horrible. It was a horrible experience.
I mean, I'm fine with that deck existing. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is not every time, 3 or 4 times through the draft.
Yes.
So hopefully on the 24th, there's going to be a patch that's released for Arena, which is also going to release the Brawl stuff that's happening. And that will hopefully give an update to those bots. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm hoping. And Brawl is going to happen on Wednesdays right now, and a lot of people wish it's all the time.
Yes.
So I have a
wish
feeling
was all
that
the time.
might change because I do want to play it all the time, not just Wednesdays. So
Yeah.
like, come on, please.
I know.
But you're also going to be able to play events, special events to get the storybook card styles on Arena, which I am stoked about because I love those. All right, everybody, jump in the covered wagons. It's time to play some Pioneer.
Yes.
So we were saying before, we were kind of blindsided by the announcement the other day that there's a new Magic format being created.
Yes.
The thinking behind Pioneer is that Modern has existed for a number of years, but the oldest Modern set that's in Modern and legal is from 2003.
Ooh,
Can you
16 years ago.
remember 2003? What were you doing in 2003?
Wow, great question.
Right? It was a long time ago.
I was doing a lot of high school theater in 2003.
I was beginning college.
Oh.
My second year of college. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense because I think I must have been a sophomore in high school. Yeah.
So that's when Modern started, for reference.
Wow.
And the creation of Modern
Blowing
was
my
like,
mind.
hey, do you want to still play with your standard cards after they rotate out of standard? Here you go. Well, that's not so true with Modern anymore. Modern is much different from that now. So Wizards was like, hey, we still want to give people a place to play their standard cards after rotation. That's a bit more realistic.
Yeah.
And we'll see if it remains true.
Yes.
But Pioneer.
Yeah. So far, the only thing that you cannot play in Pioneer are fetch lands.
Yep.
Which we talked about on the upkeep. Like, I'm a big fan of.
Huge fan.
Because it just makes mana bases so absurd.
good.
Exactly. In Modern. And I think that limiting that power right off the bat is a super smart move
Thumbs up.
on their part. And it's going to hopefully like lead down a path where this format ends up feeling very different from Modern also.
I hope so.
Because I don't want to play a format that feels like Modern.
No, we already have Modern.
Exactly. I'll go play Modern if I want to play a format that feels
Exactly.
like it. But I want to play something that feels different.
So Pioneer is going to be Return to Ravnica onwards.
Yes.
It's going to be what's legal, which is exactly when we started playing. So we
Yeah.
are big fans of this
Bust
timeline.
out those old cards.
And right now it's anybody's game. It's a huge playground. There's so much brewing to be done.
do you know who also started playing during RTR?
Who?
Autumn Burchett.
No way.
I saw them post the other day. They made a
How
tweet
are
about
they a
I know,
Mythic Champion?
don't even, Maria. Look, that was supposed to be like, we share something fun in common with Autumn. And
Yeah.
instead it's just like,
Oh boy.
it's just like, wow, Magic careers go in very different directions for different people.
Somebody playing at this tournament who won through an MCQ who started playing like 6 months ago at MC5.
Oh, I saw that.
And I was like, what? Okay, anyway, all that aside, that is a great fun
Yes.
fact. And there's a few things that I want to say about Pioneer right up front. Number one is they're going to be watching the ban for bans very, very closely. And there are going to be a number of things they're going to have to ban.
Yeah.
Because there's all these absurd combos and broken cards from the past.
People have
are
already
legal.
pointed out, like, you can have the Saheeli Felidar Guardian combo.
Yep.
And if you have a Teferi in play, you're just, which is already like the Teferi Time Raveler in play. It's your opponent is locked out of interacting with
Yeah.
that.
So that stupid thing's going to exist.
So you know that's something to keep an eye out for.
Sam Black tweeted like, you can have fun making all of your silly mid-range decks, but what you should be doing if you want to win is start with a card you think is broken. Put it in your deck.
Yes, mine obviously is Treasure Cruise.
Treasure Cruise, put it in the deck.
Do you know what? You can't even play Treasure Cruise in Vintage.
That's right. More powerful than Vintage, Pioneer. You can play with Smuggler's Copter. You can play with Emrakul. You can play with Aetherworks Marvel.
Yes.
All of these are absurdly powerful cards that had to get taken to the farm
Wow.
by Wizards.
Maria dropping some hard truths about the farm up over here.
Yeah, they're going to go run and play. Emrakul's going to sloop
Ooh,
all over that
fun.
cornfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is where, you know, a lot of people have started it when they get to play with these cards on the 24th. It'll be coming to Magic Online.
Yeah. So Frank Karsten has a couple of deck ideas for this new format.
So
places to start.
Places to start. And I think that the first thing that jumped into my mind was Burn.
Yes, and that's the first one that he has, but we can move on.
Basically, this deck's stupid, right? Just
Yeah.
it's got all the stuff. You can play Rammy
Monastery
Runes.
Swift Spear.
You can play
you can play Rammy
Ferocidon.
Dang, you can play. Yeah, but this doesn't. It does have Abbot of Carroll Keep, Eidolon of the Great Revel.
Oh, ouch.
There's one. Bomat Courier. I was so happy when that went away.
Courier.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
There is no, however,
Light up the stage. Barf.
no lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't exist right now in Pioneer.
That's true.
So,
But
at
there
least
is
we don't
Skewer
have
the
that.
Critics.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
there you go.
Then there is Abzan Mid-Range.
Meghan,
we
I
also
just want
don't
you
have
to
talk about this one.
Just want you to know that Siege Rhino's back. How do you feel?
Let's just move on.
You have to let your fans know how you feel about Siege Rhino being legal.
I just want to say, like,
What?
some things are meant to stay dead.
Sometimes dead is better.
Yeah. Some things are meant to say gone. We could
Well-
have left this one on the farm.
We could have, but here it is. Abzan mid-range. Get out of here, Siege Rhino.
This also has notable modern ban card Deathrite Shaman in it.
Yeah, that's true.
So this ban, the ban of Deathrite Shaman came around when we were barely getting started in Magic.
Yeah,
It hadn't
yeah.
been around for super long. So I'm super interested to see where that goes.
For sure, people are going to be wanting to play this card. It's one of
Yeah.
the more powerful, early drops, which is, like, does
Yes.
it cost one? Is it super powerful? Put it in the deck.
Yeah.
It's generally the question.
This
you
also has
ask
2
yourself.
copies of Tassiger the Golden Fang. in his-
Tassiger, that
in his
Delve
start.
card.
Yeah.
Great. Get in here.
Ooh, this also has 3 copies of Liliana the Last Hope.
Cool.
That's the other 3-mana Liliana that like pluses to kill a creature.
She shrink?
Yeah, it's the -2,
Minus one?
-1. Yes. And then minuses to like get something back from your graveyard.
Nice.
Yes. I built Mono Blue Devotion for the block party at the Chalice this weekend.
Nice.
I almost built Mono Black specifically only because of this card in Grey Merchant of Asphodel.
Oh, sick. I
Like,
love Grey Merchant.
I really love it. I almost built a Mono Black deck. It was very close. It was very close.
So something else to keep in mind is removal in a format like that's brand new.
Yeah.
What's going to be good? Well, Thoughtseize is
Yeah.
legal, unfortunately.
Barf.
Fatal Push is probably one of the best
Yeah.
removal spells. Abrupt Decay we have access to.
Yeah,
So
pretty nice. And obviously Once Upon a Time in these green decks.
Oh yeah, Once Upon a Time for sure. Dredgeless Dredge is a list that Frank has written up for us. So Dredge is a popular modern deck that plays around with the graveyard and getting things back from it. And we are going to have to do it a little bit differently in
Yeah.
Pioneer.
This mostly is wanting to get all of those copies of Prized Amalgam onto the battlefield.
Cool.
Plus it's got some Creeping Chills, for some bonus damage. Scrap Heap Scrounger.
Stitcher Supplier legal.
Yeah.
And you'll
All right.
still have that Deathrite Shaman
Yep,
as
yep.
well in that list. Oh, Emery Ascendancy. So Megan,
Yeah.
you were a fan of Jeskai Ascendancy back in the day.
Yes, I was.
You played that combo deck.
I did. I really enjoyed it. So this looks at that.
I think a lot of people are thinking of how they can abuse Ascendancy.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to see some Ascendancy combo decks back.
I mean, here you go. And you can use Emery from Throne of Eldraine to help you do it.
Ooh, and this has Jace Vryn's Prodigy, one of my favorite cards.
I didn't know you liked a Jace card.
Well, just when he a kid.
When he a kid.
When he a kid, he's fine.
Okay.
He's fine.
This list plays Dig Through Time, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Remember that card?
Yeah.
Mono Blue Devotion. Here's a list, like for Pioneer and a tempo list.
Yeah. Ooh, this is very similar to what I played. What I'm going to play this coming weekend.
Yeah, you're playing little blue creatures like Cloudfin Raptor. Who remembers
Oh,
Cloudfin Raptor? With Evolve.
Yes.
Siren Storm Tamer, Merfolk Trickster, Tidebinder Mage, and Thassa, God of the Sea.
Yeah.
Cool. I love this.
Same.
4 copies of Curious Obsession. Sign me up. You can play Banned Spirits in Pioneer, just like you can
Everyone
in Modern.
can get over it.
Megan hates that deck. And here you go.
And obviously, here's the combo.
Copycat combo.
Yep.
So good, it had to be banned in Standard.
Yeah.
Currently legal.
And it does, of course, it has those 4 Teferis, 4 Once Upon a Times to help you find all the things that you need. Just 4 Oko for fun.
Yeah, why not?
It's like Frank was like, let's take all the cards that make people upset.
Frank Carson's one of his favorite all-time decks is Affinity in Modern. He also loves Hardened Scales, so it's no surprise he's made us a Hardened Scales deck here. Playing Hardened Scales, Stone Coil Serpent from Throne of Eldraine, Hangerback Walker, no! Walking Ballista! Wow, I thought we would have dodged these cards.
Walking Ballista is upsetting to you?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm mad about it because you don't have to do anything to take the counters off.
What do you mean?
You just take them off.
You just take them off? I know. Why does that make you so mad?
Because I feel like you should have to tap. I've had a problem with this card for a long time.
I didn't realize that you really didn't
Yes.
like that you didn't like Walking Ballista.
Yeah, no.
Wow. Count
Yeah.
me surprised.
Esper Control.
Into it.
Okay.
Supreme Verdict is back. Those uncounterable
There's
wraths.
two Sphinx's Revelations in this list.
Yes, there is.
Wow.
This is just like my all-time faves.
Hero's Downfall, another excellent removal spell. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Gross.
Into
How
it.
do you win?
Detention Sphere. Who cares?
I'm like looking at this list. I'm like, I don't know how you win. Well, you probably just do it with Teferi.
Yeah.
Oh, awful. I'm scrolling past that one.
Ooh, Aetherworks Marvel Emrakul.
Dumb.
Yes. Ulamog. This obviously has Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, and then Emrakul the Promised End.
Wow.
Ooh, and Ishkana Graph Widow.
Remember the Ishkana?
Yeah.
The days of Ishkana? If you want to get huge creatures out, cheat them into play, consider that deck. Is it Phoenix? And this is a
I
list
like
you're
this
like,
one.
I think this will show up
Yeah.
in Pioneer.
And I think that this is one that should, this one has 3 copies of Treasure Cruise. Like, this is the home that you want for a Treasure Cruise.
Makes sense.
Some cheap spells.
Making your Is It Drakes plus Treasure Cruise. Here's an affinity list. I love this. Ornithopter, Ginger Brute,
Yes.
Toolcraft Exemplar, a card I love, Hope of Girper, Scrap Heap Scrounger, and Smuggler's Copter.
Great. Amazing. 4 copies of Ensoul Artifact in this.
Wow. And Soul Artifact, that's a giant scissors card.
Yes. It makes them into giant scissors.
4 copies of All That Glitters. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm not
This
an
deck is
affinity
sick.
player, but this is very
Yeah.
fun. But where is the what's it called? The Steel Overlord.
Oh. Wow. It's not in here.
That's weird. It's
Yeah.
in standard
Steel
right
Overseer?
now. Steel Overseer.
I don't know.
So those are the lists that Frank has brewed up. Of course,
Yeah.
he is coming at it from the viewpoint of let's play with what's broken
Yeah.
and make a list around it. Something cool you can do about Pioneer. I mean, maybe we'll have to wait for these decks to be viable until some bans happen.
Yeah.
But you can think, what was my favorite standard deck I ever played?
Yeah.
I'm going to play it in Pioneer.
Yeah, that's true.
And for me, that was a really fun one that had Toolcraft Exemplar in it and had some cats from Amonkhet.
Yeah.
Drawing cards, playing Curious Obsession, playing some vehicles, Ether Hub Harvester. Gosh, I can't even remember the name of it
that's
anymore.
right.
The 3/5.
Ether Sphere Harvester.
Yeah, Ether Sphere Harvester, 3/5 flying lifelink vehicle. I'm super excited to play that deck again. I
Yeah.
loved that deck.
And so you're looking, obviously, at a Boggles deck.
That's right. Someone sent me a Boggles list that they had brewed up because Glade Cover Scout is legal in Standard.
Yeah.
So, I mean, was legal in Standard within that time frame. So that's going to be one of your Boggles. Barasa Town Archer, Basara Town Archer. I did not remember this
Tower
card.
Archer.
Okay, so I can't say its name.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it's a 2/1 hexproof for green.
Bringing back those cartouches, Cartouche Fighting.
Cartouche of Fighting.
Yeah.
On Sarah's Wings.
Yeah.
Unflinching Courage.
Unflinching Courage. Nice.
It's your Armadillo Cloak.
Great card.
All That Glitters. Griff's Boon. Ethereal Armor. Okay.
Obviously.
And your other Boggle in this little build is Knight of Grace.
yeah.
Which is not really a Boggle, but hexproof from
You
black.
know.
We'll
Maybe
let it
it'll
pass.
It'll try.
But I think this Tower Archer is pretty good.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost 1, but you do have your Glade Cover Scout. Oh, gosh. I'm so excited.
Maria's
I'm
getting
playing
so
it.
excited right now.
I'm playing it. I'm so excited. Fire up
Yeah.
Magic Online. Let's go. Which, is not something I've said recently.
No.
This is, by the way, only available on Magic Online and IRL, which is a little sad, but it would be a heck ton of work to get this on Arena.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Or hop on I was like Magic Online. It's really cool because I have so many of these cards in my account.
Yeah.
Unlike a lot of modern cards.
Right.
Like I drafted tons of these sets.
Exactly.
On Magic Online.
That's a great
So I'm
point.
really excited to, open Magic Online.
See, what's happening to us. What's happening to us.
Wow.
If
Good
you're-
move, Wizards.
If
You
you're
did it. All right.
a newer player and you've never played on Magic Online, we're going to
Wow.
give you this caveat.
Okay.
It is not Arena.
It is not. Wow.
It is not intuitive.
It is an interesting place.
It's a weird place.
Yes.
A lot of people describe it as an Excel spreadsheet.
Yes. That's playing a Magic game. It looks like you were transported back in time to sometime in the 90s.
Yeah. Yep.
But
it does get the job done.
yeah, it certainly does.
Yeah, so some of these upcoming Players Tour events will be Pioneer.
Yes, there will be
Pioneer GPs.
Yeah.
Magic Fests.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Very cool.
So let's see what happens because it's good. Great they called it Pioneer because it is the Wild West out there.
It really is. Let's go pan for some gold.
Great. I'm going to pan.
I think it's time for old-timey prospector.
Oh, no.
Let me put on my hat, get my sieve out, because we're going down to the river and we're going to try and find ourselves some gold. Hopefully that Sahili combo's not going to get in our way.
I'm going to pan for Emrakuls.
Look, here comes the treasure cruise down the river.
I just wheezed. Hey, Ultra Pro is one of the sponsors of our show, and they've got some cool stuff.
Yes, they really do. We're holding their Alcove deck boxes. And these are just so good.
These are the ones with the guild logo on them.
Yes.
And they're great.
They're beautiful. Like the logo is like an additional piece that's stitched onto it. They do this full open flip situation.
So you can get cards out from either side of it.
It's
like
so
a little
good.
runway for your cards.
So good.
Look at this. Ooh, go down the runway.
Walk the runway. Walk the catwalk.
I've got this Rakdos one here.
Yes.
Which I personally identify with.
And look, it's so beautiful. And even on the inside, it has like
guild logo.
It has the guild logo.
Yeah.
Printed on the. It's so good. It's so good.
Whatever your guild is, check out these sweet Alcove flip boxes from Ultra Pro.
Cause dang,
beautiful. Ask your friends to get you them for Halloween.
Yes,
the number one
Halloween,
gift-giving
the
holiday.
number one gift giving holiday.
Well, everybody, that's this episode of Good Luck High Five.
Yes, it is. Dang, I went on a rant on this one. I'll admit. I didn't see it coming.
Happens.
It just happened.
Sometimes it happens.
It just happened.
We have so many exciting things to look forward to in the coming weeks with a couple more Mythic Championships, the advent of Pioneer, and seeing what happens with that. Our Halloween stream.
Yes.
So if you want to play us on Halloween, go become a patron at patreon.com/GLHFmagic.
Thank you so much to everyone who always is.
Yes.
Always is.
Who always is. We have some
Thank you
people
so much
who
who always is and who already is. And to those of you who will become, thank you in advance to you.
Yes. And
we look forward to hanging with you.
To Card Kingdom for being our sponsor. Remember to check out the Chalice on the 27th.
Yes.
And root for us. We still
get me my bonus card, which of all the cards in the world to pick, I picked as Jace, Architect of Thought. Because I just forgot that literally better Jaces exist.
Well,
but you know what? It's the one that came to mind.
We need to get $2,000 to raise for this.
Yeah.
And we're almost there.
We're so close.
We're very, very close. And we have a couple more days.
Please consider heading on over. And once we hit $2,000, I get to get a card outside of the sets that I picked.
Great.
To put into it, which is that Jace, Architect of Thought. So if you respect me for not choosing Jace the Mind Sculptor, please go donate.
The link will be in the show notes or under the YouTube video. It's a great cause.
Chosen Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Also, I think that my deck list is very dumb, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Ooh, I'm excited. That's exactly what this tournament is for.
Yeah.
Dumb but fun, you know? I'm really excited to see what other people bring.
Mm-hmm.
I think April's deck list is very mean.
It's going to be Mill.
Oof,
I think.
She would.
Yeah. Whatever. She do what she do.
She do what she do. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and being part of our wonderful family. If you're a patron, you can always hang out in our Discord, which is active and full of super cool people and super cool ferrets.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's what I have to say.
Yeah, every time you see a picture of a ferret, it's posted by a person. And every time you see a picture of a person on our Discord, it's posted by a ferret.